A group of EFF members have gathered at the Boulders Shopping Centre in Midrand, and this is over an incident which saw the centre manager order a customer to leave the mall while he was wearing traditional attire. The centre manager accused him of being indecently dressed in a public place. Now, the video sparked outrage on social media, with many calling for the suspension of the mall manager. Our senior reporter, Malungelo Booi, is at the Boulders Shopping Centre and joins us live. A very good afternoon to you, Malungelo. The scene that was seen on various social media platforms yesterday of an individual dressed in Ndebele attire being asked to leave the shopping centre because they were not decently dressed, according to the centre manager. What is happening on the ground at the Boulders Shopping Centre today as a follow-up to that incident?
Well, I'll tell you this, Tammy, it's business as usual at this particular mall. But what we've seen over the past 20 minutes or so, we've seen members of the economic freedom fighters meeting with centre management, obviously discussing exactly what you alluded to, why that customer who had come to the shop just to do his shopping just like any other South African to be treated in that particular matter. I do want to bring in Musa Novella from the Economic Freedom Fighters. We've seen that video online and how first that customer was spoken to. What did the mall management say to you guys about how that person was treated?
The management during our meeting have also expressed their dissatisfaction in the manner in which the centre manager have conducted himself and how we have humiliated the victim, as you have seen in that video. And they have expressed that this is an issue which they take seriously, and they've also demonstrated they really do take it seriously, because they've immediately suspended the centre manager in question, and they've also committed that they are going to follow on the disciplinary process and ensure that the centre manager is brought to book and account for the actions of his actions of yesterday.
I mean, when you saw that video, what went through your mind?
I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that an African can humiliate another African for preserving their culture and heritage. We should, as Africans, be proud of our roots. We should be proud of who we are. We should be proud of our heritage. And we should, all of us as Africans, try and preserve our heritage. Because if we do not know who we are and where we come from, definitely we will not know where we're going. And it's so heartbreaking that another African have to humiliate their African brother for preserving his culture and heritage.
I read the statement by Boulders last night. They're saying that there were complaints apparently that were received by the centre regarding how that particular gentleman was dressed. Did they say anything in that regard?
The managing company which the gentleman in question is under the employees is yet to issue a public apology. And in the meeting we had with them, because it's their employee, as the centre manager, he works for Redefine, they've expressed that it's an unacceptable behavior. And there's no excuse whatsoever for anybody to behave the way he did. And because of that, that's why they've taken swift action and put him on immediate suspension pending the disciplinary process which they are going to follow.
But one of the things, though, that you want is for him to be fired.
That's what we want. We want him to be fired, and we want the company which he works for to issue out a public apology and also apologize to the victim in question and make sure that he's pleased and put a compensation of some sort.
Okay, thank you so much, Musa Novella. He's the Economic Freedom Fighters leader here in Johannesburg. Tammy, we've also heard, though, that people from the ANC Youth League will also be coming here to interact with the centre management. Obviously, they too are aggrieved by what has happened here.
So we also did hear from the shopping centre, as I was going through the social media, the actual shop that the individual was shopping in, and they said, and it was Clicks actually, they said that they were not actually involved in this, that they did also report this to management above the actual manager. Do we know what happened to the said individuals yesterday? What is their fate? Did they continue shopping? Where are they? What are they up to?
Well, if you read the statement by Clicks, Tammy, they're saying that the individual was allowed to continue to shop, but also we've heard that Clicks in that statement also saying that they have lodged a formal complaint against the centre manager because they too do not agree with how that customer was treated by the centre manager. Essentially, if you also, Tammy, read the statement though by Boulders, while they're saying that, Tammy, that they are embarrassed by the incident and that they don't condone how that gentleman was treated, they do say though that they had received complaints from some of the customers at the mall that were complaining about how that particular individual was dressed, but also saying though in the statement they don't discriminate against how people look like and how people dressed. But in their engagement, though, this is what we're hearing from the economic freedom fighters, they have already committed, though, into having a thorough investigation into this matter and hopefully finding a solution. But the economic freedom fighters has been clear, though, in their demands that what they want is for the centre manager to be fired from his job.
Well, thank you very much, Malungelo, for that report back. Certainly a topic that leaves much to be uncovered as well as examined moving forward.